Hello everybody, I'm Darlene and I would like to welcome you to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making from scratch a fudgy chocolate layer cake and homemade icing, chocolate icing to go with it. So the ingredients that we need today are, I have my white granulated sugar and all-purpose flour, baking cocoa unsweetened, some baking soda, buttermilk. I have 3 sticks of butter, my salt, vanilla, 2 eggs. I have some semi-sweet chocolate, just little chocolate chips, and then we have some brown sugar and some powdered sugar. Okay, so that's all the ingredients that we need today. And yeah, we'll get started. Okay, everybody. So I wanted to show maybe some new people that are not used to baking all the time, how I'm doing my pans. We have to prepare our pans. I have always just put shortening on my pans. I would just put the shortening on it or spray it and then put flour in it, you know. But this time I'm putting the wax paper on them, and this is it, the wax paper. So what I did was let's see, what I did with this one, I just put my pan down on it. I don't think you guys can see. Make sure y'all can see. Okay, that's a little better. My camera doesn't show everything. So what I did, my wax paper, I just cut out some and then I put my pans on it, so I knew it'd be enough for 2 pans. And then I just put my pan on it and I just traced around it with a pen and then just cut it out. And that works perfect. I just cut it out. Just trimmed it where it was and cut that one out. So now I'll do the other one. Okay. Put that down on it. And I just traced around it. It makes it super easy. You know that you've got the right size. And then it leaves a circle mark on it. And then just cut it out. And it's really easy to work with. I've just always greased and floured my pans. And that's worked pretty well, but sometimes they do get torn up, you know, when you're trying to get them out. And then if you want them to be real pretty, sometimes they will kind of have different cracks or parts that come out. So anyway, I thought I'd go ahead and do this today for everybody. And I used to just never buy the wax paper. That's pretty much what it was. I never had it. I never had wax paper on hand. So I do today, and I'm going to start using it. Since I'm doing a lot of baking now, and a lot more than I used to. Or I did, but I just didn't have everything I needed back then. Okay, so then we have our two things here, and then I'm just going to spray them. So now I always spray over at my sink, because, you know, the aerosol can get around. But, so I'm going to spray the paper and the sides of the pans, okay? Let me get a spoon. flour out, and we're going to lightly flour them. So I'm just going to lightly try to do it this way. Normally what I would do with my pans before is do like this, and I just tap them and kind of roll that around in it, just like that. I do this just to get off as much flour as I can get. I tap it. That's what I do. Oops, and my paper tried to come out. So, let's go ahead and do it. If I make a mess, I can wipe it up. And I can do it over my flour. Oops. My paper's trying to roll up. I don't want that to happen. There we go. Try to keep your paper in place. We don't want that coming out. They have sprays that have the flour in them. It actually makes it a lot easier too. Whoops, there goes my paper again. Put the paper in there. Okay. So I'm just holding the paper in there some. I don't want my paper to come out. Okay. So, like I say, I like to try to get a lot of that out. So, alrighty. So we need 1 3/4 cup flour. Sorry. One 1 3/4 cup. So here's going to be, this is 1/4 cup here. So I'll do 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. So it's 1 3/4 cup flour, the all-purpose. I do that with my 1/4 measuring cup because it's difficult to see my line, you know, the 3/4 cup on there, and that way y'all can also see how much I'm putting in. So that's our flour. I'm going to put in our cocoa, and we need 1 cup. I'm going to use that cup. So this is a 1/2 cup. I'm putting in 2. So, well, I don't want it to confuse y'all, so I'll go ahead and do it here, this one. So, this one had the flour in it, so I didn't want to get chocolate. Get the flour into the chocolate. So I'm doing it with my half a cup. My cocoa. This is a very good cake. Y'all will love this. Now, it's 1 cup. That wasn't too smart. I ain't gonna do that. I'll spill it. I don't want to do that. I did spill it. Sure did. Anyway, it's 1 cup minus 1 tablespoon. Yeah. If y'all can see that. It's 1 cup of the cocoa minus 1 tablespoon. Okay? So I'm just taking it out right here. So I take that 1 tablespoon and I put it back inside of here, okay? And now I have my 1 cup of cocoa. I just had it in 2 of these, okay? But it's 1 cup. Okay? So now we're going to do our baking soda. It is 1 1/4 teaspoon. So that's a little one. The 1 teaspoon and the 1/4 teaspoon. Okay? There's the 1 teaspoon. And 1/4 teaspoon. Now we're going to use the 1/4 teaspoon and we are going to get some salt. But we only want not a 1/4, but a 1/8. So that's half of your 1/4 teaspoon. Yeah. So it'd be half of it. So just try to make it half. I lost too much. Okay, it's about half. Alrighty. So get that stirred up. I love cakes and stuff that's made homemade from scratch. They're a lot better than what you get at some box. I know, I'm sure that all of you have had cakes that are homemade. That's somebody that's made them. Or maybe you've been making them all along. But anyway, this particular cake, this is really, really good. I think y'all are going to like it. I hope so. I know somebody will. If you make it, somebody's going to love it. Okay, this is stirred up pretty well. So, alright, we're going to do our wet ingredients. Our butter and our sugars. They are next. We have these two. That one for icing. So we're going to use a stick and a half of butter for the cake. Now that one's going to go for the icing. So let me get this. That out of the way. And then we're going to do the sugars into my big bowl. This is my brown sugar. First I'm going to stick my butters in the microwave just to get them a little bit softened. I don't want them melted. I want it softened. Now this is what's the 3/4 cup. A stick and a half. So, it's not quite right there. About right there. I'm going to put it in here for about 15 seconds. I don't want it melted, I just want it a little bit softer and easier to work with. So it's 2/3 cup of my brown sugar that I want. 2/3. So I now have my 1/3 cup and I'm packing it in. I'm using my hands to kind of push it in. So packed. And it won't come out. There we go. Yeah, kind of dealing with the brown sugar is actually easier to do it in the bag because I can push it in with my hands instead of trying to push it, trying to pack it down with a spoon, you know. Two-thirds cup. There we go. So I did 2 times, 1/3, 1/3, that's 2/3. And then my brown sugar is the same thing, but I don't want to get it on this. So 2/3 cup. It's about 1. That's good. 2. Okay. So we have our sugars in there, and now we're going to get our butter. Yeah, I made it soft. I tried to melt it a little bit. It's good. It's very good. Okay. Smush up that brown sugar that I had packed. Loosen it up a little bit and mix it in with this white sugar. Okay. Get my butter in here. Oops. Homemade cakes are always better, y'all. It's worth it. It's a little bit of work here, but oops, my butter did melt a little bit. I'll have to get that out of that saucer. Pour it in here. It'll be alright. It's not hot, it's just got super soft, and some of it, a little bit of it got melted. A little bit. Doesn't take long in the microwave, does it? Get all of that off of there. We need it. We need it. Oh yes. Now, I'm going to use my mixer for this. We're going to get this really, really fluffy. We're going to beat it with my mixer and get it fluffy. But I'm trying to get it off the bottom first. Get it at least mixed up. And since I've got my butter softened, it really helped. So there we go. We just got it. It's already all creamed in there. But we're going to make it fluffy. Really, really fluffy. To move some things. Okay, y'all. I moved my camera. I'm hoping y'all can see everything a little bit better. Anyway, I'm going to be using my mixer here, and I'm going to do it on a medium high speed. I'm going to cream our butter and sugar. A bit. And I'll do it a little bit with y'all watching, and then I'll shut it, turn it off, stop the camera. So, it's all sticking to it. I don't want to lose any of it. Alrighty. So, this will be loud. I'll do it for a few minutes and I'll stop the camera. Beat this for about 1.5 minutes, and it's fluffy. Now we're going to put in our 2 eggs. We're going to put in one at a time. Okay. Time, and I'm doing it on a, I'm going to put it up medium. Get the other egg in here. I have 2 large eggs. Mine happen to be extra large right now. But 2 large eggs is all you need. If you have small eggs, real small, then use about 3 of them. That'd be good. Okay, and we'll beat that other one. Turn it on. I'm going to put my vanilla in. Okay, we need 2 teaspoons. Yeah, teaspoons. Oops. 2 teaspoons vanilla. I love vanilla, so I might put a smidgen more. 1, 2. I'll just put the 2. That'd be good. 2 teaspoons. Give it time for it to all come off of there. Alright. My lid on here. Do this just a minute. do want to do is scrape down the sides. I have it all on the sides. And you want to make sure all that gets mixed together, so very important. Just part of it. Get it off my there. So we need that too. Yum. Very fluffy, wonderful cake pie. It's a wonderful cake. All right. And now we're going to put our buttermilk in there. And our dry ingredients. We're going to alternate them and put them in there. So my milk, we need 1.5 cups of buttermilk. I need y'all to turn your oven on to 350. Start. Okay. And I'm going to do this on low. Okay, and I have to alternate with the buttermilk and our dry ingredients. So I'll be doing it on low. It's just enough to mix it too. Ooh, that's not working. It's too floury. I have to mix it first, okay, y'all? Because it's just going to go everywhere. I have to do it this way first. Just gently mix it. That wasn't working quite right. Mix it up first and get that powder, all that dry ingredients wet first, but do it really gently. This is buttermilk. You always want to be easy with buttermilk. Okay? But I am supposed to do it on low with my blender just a little bit. Just to make sure it's really in there, really mixed together good. That was 1.5 cups. And this is getting thicker. It has a fluffiness to it, y'all. Wow. It's fluffy. I gotta get all that chocolate off the sides of the bowl. I'm glad I left the camera on. But this is, it's almost like a mousse. It's thicker like a mousse. If you know what mousse is, mousse pudding, but it's real thick, fluffy. So, ooh-wee. So when y'all make it, y'all see the fluffy mousy likeness that it has. It's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Get all that yummy stuff. I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna put this in here, and I'm gonna do it just for a little bit. I do not want to lose the texture that the buttermilk gives us. So it's on low, just enough to mix it. It's like a real thick pudding. Real thick pudding. Now what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to try to get off as much of this cake batter off of my beater blades here. So I'm going to turn the camera off and I'm going to get this off of here, okay? And then I'll come right back, okay? Because we need as much as we can get. But the oven needed to be on 350. Okay, everybody, so I let this sit just a little bit because we're dealing with buttermilk, and buttermilk, just like with biscuits, kind of rises. And this cake, it's been a while since I've had it, or made it, but it is so, if you like fudge, it's fudgy, chocolaty. It is so good. It's hard for me to explain things like that other than to tell you that the texture and the moisture and the fudge, it's fudgy. That's why I name it Fudgy. So, but I know you guys are going to love it. It's really, really good. And it's worth taking the time and doing buttermilk with it. Buttermilk is what makes this so good. And I love being able to share that with you guys. So I want to be able to make sure that yours, when you make it, first time you make it, it's wonderful. But this is so good. You guys will love it. It is, y'all will love it. Just, y'all are going to love it. We're going to put this in our pans now. I just wanted to tell you guys that because it's pretty important. This is such a good recipe. I know that you guys will really, really love it. Oops. Okay, so I have my oven at 350. It's already preheated. And this sat just a little bit. You can let it have time to rest. It's okay. Because it is buttermilk. And this bowl is heavy. But we're going to divide this in our, see how thick that is? It's absolutely heaven. This is wonderful. It is not like regular cake batter, okay? This is like a fudgy cake batter. Mousse or something. It's so good. This is different than your average cake. You guys are going to like this. And I'm going to enjoy eating it again too. Yum. I do not make things that do not taste good, okay? My videos might take a long time. I know that y'all put some time into watching them. And I try to teach y'all things, and I want to help. I want to tell you something special, something different. and I want to give you recipes that are really good. So if I make something, it's going to be good. It's worth the time. It really is. So you'll know, you'll learn that anytime you have to take time and watch my videos, you'll see they're worth it. You'll see they're worth it. I try to make sure they're worth it. Because I really appreciate y'all watching them. And I only want to put stuff out there that's really good. I don't want to just put average stuff out. I want to do really good foods. But sometimes I might put something kind of simple here and there because some people want something that's easy. So I put some easy stuff, but they're still going to be really good. But something from scratch that I do is always going to be good. I like things from scratch. Homemade is the best way. It is the best. If you have time to make things yourself, it's worth it. So let me make this as even as I can get it. And I got off as much of this here as I could. So let me see. Just try to make it about the same. I'll do my best here. Just spread it out a little bit. I just love this batter. This is just, it's not regular cake batter. It's excellent. It is excellent, y'all. This is a cake. This is a special cake. Very special cake that I'm sharing with y'all. So, I know you're going to love it. See if I get this right. Oh, that's about right. Yeah, just try to eyeball it and look at it and see if it looks about right to you. It's hard to tell. I want to get this right. I'm going to stick this in the oven. We're going to bake it for about 25 to 30 minutes. I'm thinking mine usually takes about 28. But I usually always check it and everything, so I'll let y'all know exactly how long it does take. Yes. Oh yeah, I will. Spread that out a little bit. I don't have that to get on. Alrighty, so I'm going to stick these in the oven, y'all. Yum. Wonderful. These are going to be great. Okay. Whew, 30 minutes. I'm going to put the time, well, I'll put the timer on for 25 and then I'll start checking it. 25. Okay. So I've got that for 25 and then I'll check it and I'll let y'all know exactly how long it takes. Yeah. I'll be back in 25 to check it. Okay, y'all. So, it's about to go off in a few minutes. I think I'm going to go ahead and pull it out. I got me some racks. We want to set our pans on the racks and we're going to let them sit and cool for about 10 minutes. So, this is just a homemade, it's my pie dish and a pizza pan. It's got holes all in it. So, it will work. It will work, and I keep this up so it can sit on it. And that way it gets air under it. But this was an old microwave thing, so that works. Use whatever you got, right? Oh. Okay. Ooh wee! Oh, that looks so pretty. Well, they were in there exactly 30 minutes. I thought about checking them, taking them out a little bit early, but I think this is going to be fine. So 30 minutes. But I remember 28 to 30 minutes now. It does depend on your oven. Some ovens are just a little bit different. The heat can be a little bit different. So just, you know, when your cake looks like it's pulling away from the sides of the pan, and it's sort of starting to get a little bit of cracks on top. That one's more than this one. But when it's pulling away from the side of the pan and all, it's done. It's done. Let me turn this off. Okay, and we are going to let them cool for about 10 minutes. And then I'll come back and show you. Yeah, all right. This is great. Yay, y'all are gonna love it. Fudgy layer cake. Okay, y'all, so it's been about 10 minutes. They've sat here for 10 minutes and cooled off a little bit. So, yeah. Let's see if I can turn them over. Ooh-wee. Look at that. It's got the paper on them. Now that paper that we did just peeled right off. Take that paper off. That parchment paper. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh. Lay it back down there and let it cool off. They're pretty warm. And they need to cool completely before you go to ice them. And we will, I'm going to do the icing after they've cooled off. So of course I'll get it recorded here in just a minute for y'all. But yeah. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. These are fluffy. These are nice. Ooh-wee. Alright. So I'm just going to let them sit here and cool until they are totally cooled off. Yeah. Okay, y'all. So we get to make our icing, our frosting for our fudgy, frosty, fudgy tongue twisters. Our frosting for our fudgy chocolate layer cake. Okay, now we're gonna get our frosting going. First thing I want to do is soften our butter. It's been sitting out a little bit. It's hard. I'm gonna soften it up. I'm gonna put it in there for about 12 to 15 seconds in the microwave. I don't want it to melt. Try 12. Try 12. Okay, so get our powdered sugar, confectioner sugar. Open. Some more. We need 1.5 cups. Yeah. If you could, if you have a sifter, you can sift it. I don't have a sifter that's working right now. Mine quit on me. Mine quit. That'll be about right. Okay. So it's about 1½ cup. If you can sift it, go for it. And 1 stick of butter, and it's soft enough. Yes, that's good. Our frosting for our fudgy chocolate layer cake. I could not talk earlier. Those words feel like a tongue twister. Definitely, definitely. Butter. Okay, so we've got those two. 2 some vanilla. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Okay. Oops. 1. 2. There we go. Now, I'm going to melt our chocolate chips. We need about 1/3, so I need to put it in a bowl. I'm using little bitty chocolate chips right now. That's what I've got. It doesn't matter since they're getting melted anyway. These are tiny little chips. Look how tiny. But that's what I've got. That's what I'm going to use. Yeah. A few extra on top. Little bitty chocolate chips. Find me a little container to put them in. Okay. I'm going to pour them in there. It's 1/3 cup of chocolate chips. Whatever kind you want to use. Mine's it's a semi-sweet. So it's sweet, but not too real sweet. So I'm going to stick it in the microwave. 15. I put them in for 15. Lately I've been over-melting things. That didn't melt. It did not melt. it works. I've got my mixer all ready. Mix up our icing. I like homemade icing. It's always really good. Just like the cake is. Oh, that did it. That did it. I gotta get all this out of here. My cup's hot. We need all our chocolate. Yes, we do. This icing's going to be really good. I got it on that fork. Goodness. Like everything you touch, it's sticking to it. Won't come off. Get it off of there. Alright, now I'm going to try to do it again anyway. Because if I put my blender in here, all my powdered sugar is going to poof up. So I can't do that yet. I gotta try to blend this up. Alright, it's starting to work now, see? It's starting to work. With my powdered sugar. But I'll use my blender and that will fluff it all up and make it creamy. Oh yeah. Yum. I love making good stuff. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Wonderful. Creating good things. Especially when they taste this good. I like homemade cakes. Homemade icing. Okay, get that down in there. Now, I'm going to turn this on. It'll be loud. It shouldn't take very long though. So I can get icing thrown everywhere. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. And cover the scrapers, the blenders, the, what would you call them things? Rotary things. I'm getting tired. I'm getting funny tonight. Funny now. Oh well. Okay, so this is thick icing. It's thick. So, oh, that's great though. I gotta get some of this chocolate that's on the outside of it. Kind of mixed into it a little bit better though. Then we'll be ready to ice our cakes. Ooh, well, this about looks like a mousse too. Nice and thick. Nice and thick. Yeah. Very thick. It's wonderful. That is just wow. Creamy stuff, y'all. I'm gonna have to get this all off of here. Yeah, that's a lot of icing on these things. Yep. So I'll have to work at this a little bit. That'll take me a little bit. I don't want to waste it. It's a lot. Okay. Okay, y'all. So I'm deciding. I didn't sift my powdered sugar, so this is really thick, and I think since I've got a pinch actually more powdered sugar in there, I'm going to go ahead and put another, at least a half a teaspoon into my frosting. And if y'all's is too thick, that's what you can do. Always add a little bit more of the liquid of some kind, and that'll make it towards not so thick. So you can always do that. If it's too thin, then you can add more powdered sugar or some more chocolate. So I'm going to add a little bit of this. I think I'll add a half. I'm holding the 1 teaspoon, but I'm filling it up halfway. So about half a teaspoon. It's good to just do a half a teaspoon at a time. And if you need more, you can always add more. Stir this up a little bit like this. Then we'll use our blender, mixer. These things here are great. I use this for everything. This icing, y'all, oh my gosh. It's good. I snuck a taste. Oh yeah, it's good. This is good. Y'all are gonna love this. Y'all are gonna love it. Like I said, if it wasn't good, I wouldn't be making it. So, I want to share things that I think you guys will like. Okay. Get it all off of my spatula so that I can blend it. Mix it with my mixer. Goodness. I think we've got about a cup and a half, maybe 2 cups once we heat it up with the mixer here. Stop it, camera, for a minute. Okay, y'all. So, am I adding the extra vanilla to mine? That worked wonderful. Yeah, because it was just a little bit too thick. And I really think that you don't really have to sift that powdered sugar. I think you need that extra little bit. See, if you sift it, that's going to actually be less powdered sugar. And I think you're going to need it for this cake. I mean, if you like a lot of icing like I do on my cake. So, don't sift it. And do add that extra vanilla, especially if you think it's thicker, because that makes it fluffier. It makes it easier to work with. But oh my goodness, it worked. It was a lot better to me. So, but it's up to y'all how y'all might want to do it. But I think this way was a lot better. Was a lot better. And I worked at this thing. I got that thing clean. I took this thing and I just picked and picked. I got up as much icing as I could because I want it. I want a lot of icing for my cake. Yeah. Yeah. So, I have not measured this or anything, but it looks like about 2 cups. About 2 cups. Maybe a little less, but I think it's about 2 cups. And this is great. I have my camera over there. It's really hard for me to show you things. But you can see more of a range on my countertop here. And when I usually do it down here towards the stove. So, anyway, this is great. Now, our cakes. So I had one of them. I ended up putting it on my muffin pan and my the pizza rack thing here. I didn't like that after a while. So, but it worked. It worked because this has holes in it and it let my cake breathe. The cake needed to breathe to cool off really good. Now, and I'm just putting it on my plate. So, I'm going to start icing. Woohoo! Wow. Now see, I don't even think we could have spread that other. This here is thick. It's still thick. It is thick. I've got to have enough to put on all of it too. So just spread it on that one. As you see, I'm just using my spatula for now. Okay, I'll have to use a knife or something to get it on the outside parts, I think. I'm trying to now. I got thick mousse. Yum. Yum, yum. I know y'all gonna like this. This icing is amazing. Well, anyway, let me go ahead and get the other one on there. See if I can get it on there. This is good, it's so good. Yummy, yummy, yummy. make sure I've got enough on the inside of it here, but I want to make sure I've got enough for the top and the sides, you know? Yeah. Ooh-wee. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this one on it. Yay! Yay! I have a pretty cake here, y'all. Look at that. Ooh. Now see, I told you, it's chocolate fudge and fudgy. And then this is like mousse. Moussy, fluffy, thick icing. It's thick. It's not like that creamy stuff you get in a store or something. It's very different. I hope y'all's turns out just like mine. Because I want y'all to enjoy this. It's daylight outside and it seems like my camera does different. And the lighting and everything is so much different when it's light outside. Try to get a little bit everywhere, and then I'll go back around it and even it all out. This icing just tastes so good. I couldn't help myself. I had to snitch some of it. It was good. I had to taste it. I tell you, I'll taste your food, you know. Taste your food. You need to. Then you know it tastes really good. You gotta enjoy it. Enjoy what you're doing. Yeah. So I'm gonna get another knife. The spatula did wonderful, but now it's not working as good for me. I've got to use my regular knife now. But the spatula did good for the majority of getting most of that on there. But this is doing good. Hey, I'm recording. My hubby. He woke up early. Get this all on here. It's just taking a little time. It's working with it's a little bit different too than the regular icing. The regular icing kind of spreads a little bit easier, but I like this. This is great. So I'm just taking it down the sides there, trying to coat it. Oops, lost it. icing back on there. Trying to turn it so you guys can see what I'm doing. Anyway, I'll just work with this. Keep on working at it. Just bringing it down a little at a time. I'm not a pro at this. No, I'm not. I do my best, but I'm not a pro at this. But this sure does taste good, though, I'll tell you that much. I want to try to get this icing all over. All over. And I'm really glad that I had the amount that I had. I really am. I told you we needed it. I needed it. Okay, y'all, so I finally got the rest of it iced. Took me a little while. I'm not a pro at cakes, but I wanted you guys to know, to taste of this cake. Just to make it, to try to put it together, to, you know, just put that icing on there. And I want you to eat it. I want you to enjoy the way that it tastes. It's good. And this icing is excellent. But I'm trying to make it pretty too. So right now, see if y'all can see it. Put it up closer. Yeah. Got my camera on the other side of my big counter. I can't seem to put it any closer though. Okay, so what I'm doing now is just putting, I have the little mini semi-sweet chocolate chips, and that's what I'm putting on it. So, just as many as you want. I think this here would probably be like 1/4 of a cup. If I put this, I'll probably put more though. I just poured it in here to just put on, because it was started melting in my hand. There's so little. And they won't stay on. I wanted to put something on here to make it prettier. The icing wasn't the kind that I can just flip up and make it do a design. It's, like I said, it looks a little more like a mousse. Like mousse chocolate. But I can take the fork and I can kind of work with these and then slightly push them down a little bit so that they won't go all over the place, falling off. And actually these little ones are working out perfect on it instead of putting big ones. And I want to put a lot. I want to make it look pretty. You know, I try to make all my food look good. It don't matter if it's a vegetable or what. I want it to look pretty. down the side. I don't want it down the side. So I'm just going to have to work at it, I think. Yeah, this is working. This will take me a lot longer. A whole lot longer. Oh, this will do. So just kind of put it up on the top. Let it slightly come down. So what's working, I think, is for me to take a few to kind of put them down on the edges. I don't know if y'all can see what I'm doing. Putting these on the edges, and then when the others fall, they'll fall into them. Do that. Yeah, it'll work. Like a little fence. Like a fence. Tell the others to stay put. And just kind of push them into the icing. The counter's clean. I just washed it off. Wiped it off real good. I'm always wiping it up. So, this is working. This is working. And I can see I can put my fingers up here and press these down a little bit. Whoops. Push them in a little bit. I'm slowly getting it. It's working. That's better than not. A few more here. Put them on there somewhere. Okay. I think they're on there. Okay, y'all. So I finished. I finally finished. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? That's not too bad. Not too bad. I did that. You guys can do it too. I can't wait for you guys to try this. This is a good cake. This is so good. Yay. Yeah. Fudgy. Fudgy layered cake. You guys are going to love it. Fudgy chocolate layered cake. That's what it's called. It's a simple name, but this icing and this cake, yum. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to bring this closer to y'all. bring the camera over here is what I'm going to do. Y'all can see it better over here, I think. But yeah, I'm very proud of it. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yum, yum, yum. Alrighty. I'll bring the camera over here. Yeah. Woohoo. I don't know how the lighting is in here, but I hope y'all can see it. I get up close and I'm not sure what you can see. Doesn't that look good? Those little chips, that worked. That worked. Because the icing is not the kind that you can just smooth out. It's, like I said, it's like a mousse icing. But, oh my goodness, oh, does it taste so good. I could just eat all that icing. Oh, that'd be so bad for me. Anyway, but these little chocolate chips are pretty cool too. And that was the next best thing. And the chocolate cake is it's a dark chocolate. Y'all saw that. And so when you cut into it, you got the dark chocolate and then the chocolate chips on top. Yum. This is so pretty. I hate to cut into it. I'm always like that. I'm always like that. Make it and then I don't want to cut into it. But oh my gosh, I know it's going to be so good. I can't wait for you guys to comment me and let me know that y'all made it. Woohoo! Yeah. I hope y'all can see that real good. Let's see. Oh, okay, good. Now, wouldn't you say that's a darn good looking cake? Yeah, I gotta make you one so you can dig into it and eat it. Make you one for your family. Yeah. That's a big cake. Oh, that is a big cake. Anyway, I hope that you guys make you one of these cakes. And I hope that you enjoy it as much as I'm about to. So I'm going to dig into this. I'm going to cut me a piece. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Uh-huh. I like that. Get me a plate. Give me a knife. Let's see. Yeah. Woo-wee. Oh my. Oh my, my, my. Father in heaven, I thank you for helping me to make this good cake. Thank you, Father, for giving me the gifts to be able to do these things. Thank you for all my friends and family and loved ones and all my viewers. And thank you, Father, for all the wonderful things that you do for me and my family. Thank you, Father, for blessing us. Thank you for taking care of us. Thank you for guiding us and keeping us in your will, Father. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your Son. Father, I ask you that you bless this cake and bless this food and help it to nourish my body and everybody else's, and help us to use our bodies and our minds for your will, Father, for good. Thank you, Father. I pray these things. Father, I pray that you keep, special prayer, that you keep evil far away from all of us. Keep this sickness away from all of us. And away from all of my family and all my loved ones, and away from all of my viewers. Father, I pray that you be with all of them. Keep them all healthy and safe. Bless them, Father. Bless everybody. Thank you, Father. Pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen. In Jesus' name, amen. Yeah. Woo-wee. All right, y'all. I'm going to dig in. It's hard for me to cut into this cake now. It is. It is. It's pretty. I don't want to cut into it. I don't know. I'll take one bite. Yum. This is a big cake now. There's a bigger piece too than I think I'll be getting. Ooh wee. See if I can get this out of here. There we go. Ooh wee. I think I'm gonna cut me a piece for my hubby. Oh yeah. Yeah, like that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I cut him a big one. Oh wow. I'll eat me a smaller piece right now and a big piece. Well, no. I'll eat me a decent sized piece right now and another decent sized piece tonight. That's what I'll do. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. That is wow. Look at that. Woo wee, y'all. That is a pretty cake. Yum. Look at that. Look at that. That's my hubby's. He gets that one. I'm eating a smaller one. Look at the inside of that cake. See that? Yum. I hope y'all can see inside of there. It's always so hard for me to know how the lighting is and how you can see it. But yum. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. I wonder how long this cake is going to last. Probably not that long. Probably not that long. Once everybody finds out I made it, it'll disappear. Give me a fork. It will disappear. All right. Okay. I'm gonna dig into mine. Yum yum yum. Oops. Ooh wee. I'm telling y'all, this is a good cake. This is a good cake. I like the way this chocolate cake is. I like that buttermilk. Yeah. This is good. Oh, that's good. Oh, this is good. Oh, I love that with the chocolate chips on top too. That icing. This icing is perfect with this cake. And so is the chocolate chips. This cake, it's a chocolate cake. It has a sweetness. It's not too sweet. This cake is not too sweet. I don't know how to explain it. It's really got a good chocolate taste to it though. And that icing got its own flavor. Oh, I love it. This is so moist. It's just so moist and so good. Make sure to watch it when you're doing your oven. All ovens are a little bit different. You know, mine did 29, 30 minutes there. I almost took it out a little bit earlier. But if it's pulling away from the sides of your of the pan, if it's pulling away from the sides of the pan, and it's, you know, it looks done, or on the top of it, it looks like it's starting to crack or anything, or take it on out. You can cook it anywhere from 25 to 30 minutes. But yeah, just watch the sides of it. Don't let it get overdone. This cake is so good when it's moist. When it's like this, this is good. Now I had a new oven, so, well, I've had it a little while. I've had it a while, but I hadn't made it with this cake, and mine did pretty good. I've had some ovens where I had to cook it for 25 minutes. So just watch, anytime with any cake, you know, when the sides of the cake, when you're baking it, coming away from the sides of the pan, and it looks like the top of it's starting to get any kind of cracks and stuff. You can put a toothpick down in it, or a knife if you need to. I just went by looks, I kind of know. But, or if it's even near, if it's around the time that it's supposed to be baked, 25 to 30 minutes, yeah, you can go ahead and take it on out. It's better to take it out than to just cook it way too much. You don't want your cakes dry. This is a good one. Buttermilk, it had that buttermilk in it. And that makes a good difference. Just like when you're making buttermilk biscuits. It makes a difference. And in your cake, and that's probably why this particular one is not so sweet. The chocolate cake, it is good, but it's not a real sweet thing. I like it. I like it because I don't like things too sweet. I mean, some things I do, but, and some cakes I do, but this one I like this. I like all kinds. I like all kinds. So I just want to tell y'all, try to remember to tell y'all everything so that you know what to expect, what to do, whatever. Oh, and icing. This icing is so good. This icing is how do I put it? This is just good. This is plenty of icing to put on it. Now, if you want more icing, just double that recipe. Some people, this icing is that good, you might want to. I thought about it. This icing, yeah, you could double it and it'd be a whole lot more inside and on top, and it's just like, woo. Excuse me. But it would really disappear. Oh yeah, mine's gonna disappear anyway. So, but yeah, you can double it. You'll like it that way. You'll like it this way. Once you've made it one time, you'll know how to kind of change things up the next time. But I know you'll make it again because it's good. Yeah, I know you will. I really hope that you guys do make this, and I really thank y'all for watching all the way through, watching my video. But yeah, I hope y'all like it. Hope you make it. If you do, give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Tell me if you made it. Tell me what you changed. Tell me what you liked. You know, yeah. Subscribe to my channel. That helps me. Yeah, subscribe. But yeah, just give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. And I really hope everybody likes it. Yep, I sure do. I appreciate you guys watching. And yeah, subscribe. But yeah, y'all make it. Y'all are gonna love it. Your family will really enjoy it. And thank you. Thank you so very, very much. I'm gonna go eat this. So as always, bye.